In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the different tools in Seesaw. Seesaw is an app that works on your computer or Chromebook or your mobile devices as well through a Seesaw app. And it's a way for you to also be able to record and add documents, and just another tool for you to be able to show your work to your teacher. So I'm in my Google Classroom. If I was a student, my Google Classroom, I've opened up my assignment, and I see that my part of my assignment is a Seesaw activity. So your teacher will post it on Google Classroom that you have a Seesaw activity, and you'll see a link that'll take you directly to the Seesaw app itself. So if you click on that link, it'll take you to the login information for Seesaw, and you'll click on I'm a student. And then you have the sign in with Google button at the very top, and that's what we'll use to be able to sign in with our Google accounts. And that will bring us straight into our class. Now, when you come into Seesaw, if you have more than one Seesaw class, so if you have more than one teacher and they have different classes, up here where you have your name, if you click on it, you'll have the menu and it'll list the different classes, very similar to Google Classroom. So if I have more than one class and I wanted to switch classes, and I just click up here, go to the side menu and click on the class that I needed to see my assignment for. Right now, since we're only in this one class, then this is the only one that's going to show up. That little number 1 at the top lets me know that I have one assignment that's ready for me. And so you'll see here when you click on activities that you'll have the assignment, your teacher will have the title of the assignment, will have your directions, and then this green button is what you press in order to add your response to your assignment. Now, what we see here when there's something on your assignment, that means that your teacher has provided for you a template, has given you something for you to work on already. So when I click on Add Response, I'll see that I have my main template in the back. And then up here, I can click on it and I can still see what my directions were. So if I had to write on this template and or I had to draw something on it, or maybe I had to record my voice over it to explain something, the directions would be listed here that your teacher has left. So these are the different features that you have in the drawing tool within Seesaw itself. So you can add text boxes like I have here, and you can make them bigger or smaller. The 3 little dots on the text box will then let me change the style of my font and my sizing. I can change the order of my box. So if I want to bring it forward or send it back, if I have other objects, I can add a link to my box, I can delete it, and I can duplicate it. The lock button will then lock it in place so that you can move it. You can't move it. You can unlock it, but you have to click on those 3 little dots, and this lets me rotate my text box. So these are all the different things that I can do with the text. I can also draw directly with it using the tools down at the bottom. So there's a pencil tool, there's a pen one as well. I can change the colors along the side. And then I have my recording tool. So this lets me record my voice over this template. So if I had to explain something as I was doing it or what was on the screen, then I would just click on the mic and you'd get a 3, 2, 1, and it'll start recording. You know you're recording because there is a red bar over the top. So that lets you know that there's a recording in process. And you can also see that there's that little red dot up in the tab. When you're done recording, you just click on Done, and then it's going to be ready for you. You see how there's this little play button. So that means that your recording is ready, and you can click on it, recording. You know to see if it worked or not. When I'm done with that, if I see that my recording worked, I can click on the X, and then I'm back to my main template. So if I still needed to do other things after my recording, I could. I can also take a picture, I can take a photo, I can upload a picture from my computer if I needed to. I can add shapes, I can change the background. This is only going to work if you had a blank background, but since you're working on something, you're not going to add a background. And so these are all of the different tools that you can have. When you're done with your assignment, then there's that green check up at the top. So once you're finished with everything, you've completed all of the instructions, you just need to click on the green check. And your assignment has been submitted to your teacher. And so now your teacher, you see how it says at the top, waiting for teacher approval. Your teacher is going to get a notification and is ready to do that. Now, let's say you had an assignment that didn't have a template in the back and it was just instructions and you had to do it on your own. I'm going to show you all of the different tools that you have in Seesaw. So if I click on that add button, this lets me post my work if I was working on something independently by myself. So these are all of the different options. The drawing option is what we just saw with the template. When you first open it, you see that it's blank. So that's your drawing option. You have got your trash can here to get rid of it, and this is your eraser to clear your sections. Then you have your photo option to take a picture. You have to record a video. You can bring in different files from either your computer or from your Google Drive. You can upload files. You can use it to be able to take notes to type. And you can add links to websites or links to anything else that you needed to add as well. So these are all of the different things that you can use in Seesaw. And so depending on what your assignment is, you have all of these different options. When you're done working in Seesaw and you've submitted your assignment, then you just have to go back up to your name, click on it, and with the gear setting here, the settings, it'll let me sign out of my account. And so I can sign out, and I've signed out of Seesaw. Now that I finished my activity, when I go back to Google Classroom, right, I've done my activity, it's finished, so I'm gonna mark it as done because I completed my Seesaw activity. And so that lets me know that I finished, or remind me if I look at it later, I know I went into Seesaw and did it. And it also lets your teacher know that you finished your activity in Seesaw, and that way your teacher can go back in and will notice that they have your assignment ready for you. So that's basically how to use Seesaw, and thanks for watching the video.